rock bottom.
Custom made production.
Jordan B. Peterson versus Sigmund Freud.
Hello there, sir. I'd like to speak with you for a second in this verbal lecture that I prepared, where we exchange disagreements. I prefer to keep it professional, brother, but you're not a man to study under. To be blunt, I can confirm you're a studier of motherfuckers. Carl Jung's better. Yes, I said it. Psychoanalyst proves to be the biggest culprit. But it's simple, your studies are sick. I handle in everyday life, sir, not water. Those against me and I handle it. I teach to those with depression, you have depression. I spit ill clinically, see me, yet the beat possessive co-dependency. Let's re-associate for a moment. Are you the biggest professor of all? I wonder when I can ever conform with something dears. If I was your wife, my libido would surely plummet. A sexless pig is all you are. Thought of a man that's Bill C-16. But as I do with all of the mentally challenged people I help, I'll aid you if you please.
Oh come now, you fuck with a troll. Life isn't some monochromatic picture here. Will rip the shit off in his Jewish nose and made it even more monotone. What do you know? It's time to analyze the psycho. Preaching how to control your life, but you can't control on my yo. On stage in front of the press, he's recycling hyperbole. You wanna tutor the kid, creating theories and metaphorical meanings. I get to the root of the problems and I prove it. Your butt similarly sick of me. I keep it concrete. You rocked in proper squander. You be gonna rap to this to be with the fishes and know how much you enjoy lobsters. But you gotta pull it to relate to the youth. You really put to be a bitch, don't you? Friday in school, I thought is what I rock, go read me. Seems to be you kids see your own map of meaning. My day, Harvard professors meant excellency. Your lectures, the lesson is stand-up comedy. Architecture beliefs, say what you mean. You avoiding BBC, did you into an SOB? One fuck the brain was shook, you the mess. I hear you hate snowflakes, well I'm an avalanche. Oh, I'm sorry too liberal of me, your philosophy's no apologies. Even if it makes me stand upright when I crack a cranium with wisdom. You're at the peak because others died off Peterson. Like me, young Pavlov, skin another man. Eventually every rat has to crawl out from the garbage can. Your room must be a mess if that was your best. Or is this some sort of jest? I'm a legend amongst men. You're a tweed jacket wearing Canadian. Your teachings are encased in normal occurrences, yes. Ego, superego, incest, and you have all three in spades, yes.
Perhaps I wasn't clear enough, or perhaps too complicated for you. So how's about this? I've called your words as bullshit through and through. And yes, I have looked up to you. I've never disapproved your studies. The only difference now is I could run circles around them like they're nothing. Catch me, Channel 4, British GQ on H3. They're interviewing me, running surfing a #1 on the New York Times bestseller list. They're selling me, and I must admit, I do respect your lack of complete gentry. Yours warped around the edges as a mythology I teach. But the thing is, people could not figure out if you were crazy. I strive to be polarizing, at least then people can understand what I'm saying. Make a logical evaluation of it, put your tip the scales for you. Your theories and propositions are a package of riddles wrapped in a blanket of enigma. So how is your death drive now that I have murdered you on the mic? Say something. I will go as far as to make the assessment and diagnosis. You could have not seen this coming. Might need a few antidepressants to help cure the repression. How annoying. I have other patients to attend to now. Please get out. Thank you for coming, Mr. Freud.
What?